Hello everyone, welcome to Keshwar's Picks Week 12 edition. Sorry I'm a day late. I'm in the midst of moving, so it's been crazy around here. But happy to get it before the Thanksgiving games. Um, no recap of last week because the Jets weren't on, thankfully so. But I did go 10-4 last week, and my lock of the pick was the Raiders. That went all right. Unfortunately, my upset of the week didn't fall through because the Texans won. I can't believe they actually won a game. But 10-4 is not bad. I'll take that any day. And with that being said, let's quickly go into tomorrow's games. And there will be 3 games tomorrow, Thanksgiving edition, one of the best times of the year. And the first game we have is Minnesota Vikings at Detroit Lions. This will be a great game. Both 6-4. Lions actually beat them a couple of weeks ago in overtime. What a great game that was. And for them to go into Detroit, for the Vikings to go into Detroit and pull this one out will be very difficult, especially with the way Stafford has been playing and the way Minnesota offense is looking. Last week, Minnesota won with one 108-yard return touchdown and one 100-yard interception return touchdown. That's 14 points right there. Can they have that again this week? I'm not so sure. I don't think Matthew Stafford will give away touchdowns like that, like Carson Palmer did to them last week. I think it's going to be a very close game open until the fourth quarter, and I think Detroit will pull this one and sweep the Vikings this year and move on to 7-4. Moving on to the 4:30 game tomorrow, the Washington Redskins and Dallas Cowboys. Big game. This is a huge game in the NFC East. The Cowboys are actually favored at 6.5. However, upset of the week, I'm going to go with the Washington Redskins to beat the Dallas Cowboys. The Redskins offense is so they're so explosive at times. When Kirk Cousins is on, he is hard to stop. Pierre Garçon, Deshaun Jackson can run past any corners. It's only sometimes they have a hard time getting separation. But Rob Kelly came out of nowhere. Matt Jones doesn't look like he'll be playing. Had an amazing game last week, and Cousins threw for 300 yards and 3 touchdowns. I expect him to do that again. Dak Prescott and company, 9-1. They are no joke. They're one of the best teams in the NFL, but they're due for a letdown. Dak Prescott is a primetime stage for him. This is a big game. I understand everyone says it doesn't faze him, but after all, he's a rookie, and he's bound to have a bad game. And I'm gonna pick the Redskins on the road to upset Dallas Cowboys. Probably will be the best game of the week, and I cannot wait to watch it. Moving on to Pittsburgh Steelers and Indianapolis Colts tomorrow night. This was actually looking like a great matchup with Andrew Luck and Ben Roethlisberger. However, Scott Tolzien will be starting. That took away a lot of hype around this game. I don't expect Pittsburgh to struggle against that team. They should be able to pull this one easy. Pretty sure they were favored by 2.5. Well, with Andrew Luck starting. Now Andrew Luck that's not starting. Pittsburgh is favored by 8.5. So I'm going to go with Pittsburgh easy just because the Colts won't be able to do much on offense and their defense isn't that great anyway. Pittsburgh offense has been looking pretty pedestrian, and I think they are due for a bounce back. So let's go with Pittsburgh over Indianapolis Colts. Moving on to Sunday's games. And the first game we have is the Tennessee Titans at Chicago Bears. I thought Jay Cutler was done for the year, but unfortunately he will be coming back to start this Sunday. John Fox actually said he's a tough son of a gun. Maybe, sure, but I didn't see that 4 or 5 years ago at the NFC Championship game because he was too busy on the bike instead of playing against Aaron Rodgers to make sure the Bears get to the Super Bowl. Yes, I'm still salty about that. Jay Cutler does not belong in Chicago. He needs to get out of this league and go somewhere else. Anyways, the Tennessee Titans. What a wonderful story. They are a great team. Last week, they were down 21-0 to Indianapolis Colts. They came back. They didn't win the game, but they came back strong. And Marcus Mariota continues to have a great season. This kid is almost... I'm not going to go that far, but I think he could be better than Jameis Winston. So it's looking very promising for the Titans in their future. DeMarco Murray, second leading rusher in the league right now. What a bounce-back season for him. I expect the Titans to handle Chicago. Titans have yet to have their bye week. So, NFL, you can't schedule byes in week 13. That's not really the best thing for a team. Half the team is probably banged up. You can't do that going forward. Roger Goodell, get on that. Moving on to Jacksonville at Buffalo Bills. Rex Ryan comes out this week and says Jacksonville is actually the best 2-8 team. That is such a Rex Ryan thing to say. I'm not going to waste my time on this game. The Buffalo Bills should be able to win this game easy at home. The Jaguars, biggest letdown of the year. So much hype around the team, even including them winning AFC South before the season started. So yeah, this season went literally south for them. The Bills, Sammy Watkins should be back. McCoy should be good to go. They should make a wild card run. Unfortunately, I'm saying that, but it's true. I think the Bills will hand Jaguars a very bad loss. So that's that. Moving on to Cincinnati and Baltimore. Cincinnati is safe to say they're done for the year. AJ Green is out. Giovanni Bernard is out for the year. Marvin Lewis will probably lose his job finally after 16 or 14 years, whatever the years are. Andy Dalton hasn't played well this year. The Bengals defense hasn't been that good this year. It's really sad to see that, because the Bengals are one of the most talented teams in the NFL, and for them to fall off, it's pretty upsetting. They're going into Baltimore. Baltimore 5-5. Joe Flacco is having a all-right year. Steve Smith continues to defy his age and play well. I'm picking the Ravens to win this one and still hold the top position in AFC North. Moving on to Arizona Cardinals at Atlanta Falcons. Atlanta coming off a bye, well rested at home in the Dome, will blow out the Arizona Cardinals. The Cardinals had so much hype around them as well before the season started. A lot of people predicted them to go to the Super Bowl this year. Unfortunately, Carson Palmer, I guess age caught up to him, and he's just not the same quarterback as he was last year. Feel bad for Fitzgerald. He's also getting up there in age, but it's a wash season for them. Bruce Arians had a scare this week, but he's back to coach the team. But I don't think he'll be able to lift that team against a high-flying offense like the Atlanta Falcons. Julio Jones, Matt Ryan, Devonta Freeman will fly past the Cardinals. Moving on to the New York Giants at Cleveland Browns. Browns is another team who hasn't had their bye week, and if any team needs it, it's them. They will drop to 0-12, I believe. Yes, they will drop to 0-12. Giants actually looking pretty good, 7-3. They should be able to continue pushing the Cowboys for the NFC East. It should set up a huge matchup in a couple of weeks against them on Sunday night. Can't wait for that, but the Giants are looking very good this year. Moving on to LA Rams and New Orleans Saints. Lock up the week. Saints will beat Jared Goff and the Rams at the Dome. He looked pretty bad last week, although the weather had a lot to do with it. The Rams were up most of the game against the Dolphins, and I can't believe they blew it at the end. New Orleans Saints, Drew Brees at home is a different quarterback, as I stated before, and he should be able to put 30 points on them easy. So let's go with lock up the pick with the Saints. Moving on to San Francisco at Miami. 1-9 versus up-and-coming 6-4, the Dolphins, which started 1-4. So props to them. As much as it hurts for me to say this, the Dolphins actually look really good, and they should be able to take care of business easy. 49ers are trash, and we all see how that team is turning out to be. So Dolphins over 49ers. Moving on to San Diego at Houston. Brock Osweiler again starting, so that's a loss for Houston. Phillip Rivers coming off a bye, should be able to have a good game again. They're 4-6, but they could easily flip that record because they blew so many fourth quarter leads. So Chargers all over Texans on Sunday. Moving on to 4 o'clock games, we have Seattle at Tampa Bay. Seattle, second best team in the league in power rankings at least. They are amazing. They actually turned it around. The defense is, again, the defense that won a Super Bowl a couple of years ago. They're back. The offense is looking good. Jimmy Graham looks alive. Tampa Bay, they upset the Chiefs in Arrowhead last week, which is a shocker to me. But I don't think they can take care of Seattle at home. So Seattle all over Tampa Bay. Moving on to Carolina at Oakland. Very good game. Although coming from Mexico City after a Monday night game, there might be a little adjustment for the Raiders. But at home against a 3-6 team, they should be able to take care of business. Let's go with Derek Carr to beat Cam Newton and the Panthers. Luke Kuechly might not be playing this game, so I don't think you can stop a second ranked offense in the league without your leader on defense. So Oakland easy. Moving on to The New England Patriots at New York Jets. Unfortunately, I'll be at this game because my girlfriend is a huge Pats fan. And yeah, some of you may wonder how is that working. Yeah, I just keep my mouth shut because I'm a Jet fan. I don't have much to say. She has 4 rings on me. So, yeah, I'll be at the game. I'm actually contemplating on wearing a brown bag over my head to show up at MetLife Stadium for this game. I have no idea what's going on with this franchise. Fitzpatrick is back as a starter, not Petty. Don't know what the front office is seeing. At 3-7, they're going to make a push for playoffs, I guess. But realistically, no. If the Jets do go 4-12 this year, I would like the 4th win to be this coming Sunday when I'm there to witness it. Do I really plan on, do I really envision that? No, it's not going to happen. Patriots will demolish this team. They're actually favored by 8. Won't be surprised if it's a blowout by 3rd quarter. So, although I have to say the Jets do play them tough every year, but this year they've just been so bad that I have no hope for this team. So, the Patriots all over the Jets. Moving on to Sunday Night Football, we have Kansas City at Denver, which has been flexed into Sunday night because the Jets are so bad. They had to take Golden Boy Tom Brady out of the Sunday primetime slot and insert the Chiefs and the Broncos. 7-3 teams both. Should be a great game. Denver at home is hard to beat. Chiefs coming off of a really bad loss should be able to, well, no, they won't be able to bounce back. Not in Denver. I'm going to go with the Broncos to take care of Chiefs at home. Moving on to Monday night, Green Bay at Philadelphia. Both teams struggling. Green Bay at 4-6, Philadelphia at 5-5. Philly needs a win to keep up with NFC East. Green Bay needs to win simply because to snap out of their 4-game losing streak. You cannot be 4-6 with a quarterback in Aaron Rodgers' caliber. So please, Green Bay. Not only Rodgers is my fantasy quarterback, which is fine because he's been doing okay, but that team needs to bounce back. However, I'm not going to pick them because the defenses maybe could be worse than the Jets. Philadelphia and Carson Wentz will take care of business at home and take care of Green Bay Packers. So upset of the week will be Washington tomorrow against Dallas. And the lock of the week will be New Orleans over St. Louis. Well, whoa, I just messed up again. It's the Los Angeles Rams now. Sorry about that. To everyone, happy Thanksgiving. I hope you guys eat a lot tomorrow and enjoy all the games. And I will see you guys next week, week 13 picks. Not sure which location, whether it's this or my new place, but we'll keep you posted on that. As always, like, subscribe, comment, and have a wonderful holiday.